Churchill once said, building a successful business is not about avoiding failure, but rather learning from it, using it as a stepping stone to grow, and being courageous enough to try again and again until you get it right. Good morning to one and all gathered here. With great honor and enthusiasm, we, or just we, and Uncle, stand before you to welcome our distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, and enthusiastic participants to the second day of Idea Watch 25, where we are ready to dive further into the world of startup success. Yesterday, we heard engaging talks from industry experts covering a range of topics. Today, we are gearing up for a day packed with exciting and productive activities, including crafting a business model canvas and attending various founder talks. These talks will feature renowned business entrepreneurs, visionary founders, and have transformed their innovative ideas into successful, game changing companies. These exceptional entrepreneurs have not only pioneered their new industries but have also shaped the future of business with their foresight, determination, and creative strategies. Get ready to hear these industry leaders learn from their experiences and gain valuable insights into what it takes to build, scale, and sustain a successful business in today's competitive world. Moving forward, we would like to invite our first speaker for the day, Mr. Hitesh Gulati. He's a human capital transformation and change management consultant with 24 years of experience in HR, program management, and learning and development across industries such as government, healthcare, telecom, IT, and NGOs. He serves on boards like Dayal and the Chandigarh Management Association and is a resource person for NITTR, MSME, and MGSIP. In his session, he will address the business model canvas, covering key elements such as value proposition, infrastructure, customer segmentation, and financial planning, with a focus on alignment, trade offs, and innovation. He will lead a workshop on building a strong business model canvas. Let's extend a warm welcome to Mr. Hitesh Gulati. Please give a huge round of applause.
It's 10:10. And first of all, sorry that we are joining you late. And since we are joining you late, we have to compensate. I hope all of you might be watching IPL these days. IPL देख रहे हो ना?
Yes, sir.
So this is also an IPL, the starting session. Because 11 o'clock is the next part, which is a panel discussion. And if I delay, the panel discussion will also get delayed. And if it gets delayed, your lunch will be delayed. और अगर lunch delay हो गया तो आप लोग गुस्सा हो जाओगे वहाँ से. वो चीज़ मैंने कर दी, right? How do you want it? English Hindi mixture, English Hindi Punjabi. How do you want it?
English Hindi Punjabi.
Huh? English Hindi Punjabi. All of us are from Punjab itself,
Yes,
or other
sir.
states also.
No, sir.
And my dear friend, don't get too much serious. मैं बहुत ज़्यादा seriously नहीं बताऊँगा business model का canvas, right? आपको बोलूँगा, right? थोड़ा smile नहीं कराओ face पे यार. मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है कि आप लोग business model canvas सुन के आपको heaviness feel होगी कि पता नहीं गंजा क्या बात करेगा business model canvas में, right? So don't worry, very lightly we'll do it. Very less of theory, but more of practice, right? How we are going to design that business model canvas for our particular businesses, right? Before we start this business model canvas, pen drive. So my dear friends, before coming to this room, or before starting this session on BMC, let's do some expectation setting. सबसे पहले expectation setting, we are not going to talk to our friends called mobile, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and what more? Twitter, which is now called as X. So you're going to devote those 45 minutes to this bald person called Hitesh Gulati. Right? This is a promise that we are going to do to each other. I have also kept my mobile here. So I'll also make sure that I am not going to attend any calls during those 45 minutes. Right? And the same thing I expect from all of you also. Right? But एक activity होगी इसमें after 15 or 20 minutes for which you will be allowed to use your mobile. And your mobile will act as a cheat sheet for that particular activity. Right? वो cheat sheet होगी क्या या क्या activity होगी, you will come to know about this after 20 minutes. So only 20 minutes of theory about business model canvas or what are the components which build business model canvas, right? But before that, my dear friend, What is business model canvas?
Maybe the structure of the business which our person is going to perform or going to create, or an outcome of the business.
थोड़ा सा और try करो. And what's your good name?
So Lavya.
Lavya. Lavya, very good try. थोड़ा सा और try करो. Refine it more. This is a business model canvas. Forget about what's written here. But what kind of picture it will portray once you have filled up those particular components? There are total 9 components which builds business model canvas.
A blueprint of a business.
A
blueprint.
Blueprint of the business. Very good. Very good. Blueprint of the business, and when we say blueprint of the business, Lavya, very good. Lavya and everyone जो ताली बजा रहे थे रुको मत. ताली बजा रहे हो बजाओ. Right? If somebody has answered it precisely, let's clap for him or her. Right? Blueprint of the business, my dear friend Lavya, you are very right in this. क्या components हो सकते हैं when we are making the blueprint of the business?
The structure that involves the business, the how the business has created, the field of the business, the types of the business, employments, the work included in that business.
Even customer segment उसका क्या होगा, वो भी होगा उसके अंदर. Value proposition क्या होगी, that will be also be there. What more?
So business model canvas can be, like he said, blueprint is correct, but blueprint is just a very small word for that thing. Canvas, we can say, canvas, we all know that graphic curation site which for graphic designing we use for that canvassing, we can connect it to that, and by connecting it we can say like business model, like all the different segments can be operation, logistics, inventory, उस चीज का पूरा अब blueprint बनेगा.
बिल्कुल. हाँ, आपने थोड़ा सा उसको explain कर दिया. मेरा जिसने लवे ने बिल्कुल short में बता दिया था, but you are very right. You will be explaining those things in that particular canvas. But again, there are certain things that you have to remember. We don't have to mention SOPs in blue. This business model canvas. Legal part we should not mention in those things because these are certain things which need detailed intervention in that particular part. So very rightly shared by both of you, whether it is a blueprint or other thing, it is basically strategic management and lean startup template for drawing a business model. Where at least you see 9 separate components, but what is the interrelation between those 9 particular components also? So we gave it a try, like what were the different components of business model canvas, right? तो business model canvas के जो components थे, मैं भूल गया. बताना business model canvas के क्या थे components? I forgot about this particular. क्या components थे business model canvas? I have a very bad habit. Few of my friends who have attended my session earlier, मैं थोड़ी सी stage पे रहता हूँ, उसके बाद stage छोड़ देता हूँ. Laptop should be on sleep. Business model canvas. लग रहा है बोला क्या था? Business model canvas क्या होता है आपका? Components क्या होंगे? ऐसा ध्यान दे दो यार. तो 40 मिनट रहेंगे. Right? Please pay some attention. Right? Otherwise you will be in tension. मजाक कर रहा हूँ. ज़्यादा सीरियसली मत लेना, बट हाँ 40 मिनट के लिए सीरियसली लेना. अभी भी कह रहा हूँ मोबाइल छोड़ दो प्लीज. राइट? There are total 9 components which makes business model canvas. We'll go a bit fast on the theory part and we'll spend more time on the application part of PMC. So there will be 2 different companies for which we'll be making business model canvas. There are total 9 components: key partnerships, key activities, key resources, value proposition, customer relationship, customer channels, customer segments, then cost structure and revenue streams. So when we say key partnerships, partnerships में किस तरह की partnerships हो सकती हैं? When you are running your business or you are coming up with your particular startup, right? What kind of partnership your startup can have? किस तरह की पार्टनरशिप हो सकती है?
Government based, private based, organization based.
Limited liability.
Organization based. This is which we called it as collaborative partners.
Limited liability partnership.
That is basically different forms of businesses, like limited LLP is one, private limited is one, then limited is another, right?
Suppliers.
हाँ?
Suppliers.
कोई जोक सुनाया मैंने? हंसी आ रही है आपके फ्रेंड्स को साथ में? मेरे को भी सुना दो यार जोक, हाँ? Suppliers, very good. What's a good name? Huh? Samriddhi, very good. You have shared one thing. Suppliers. What kind of partnerships we can have with suppliers? Just to give an example, कोई एक example बताओ where everybody is able to understand how we can have a partnership with supplier.
Credit based.
In what kind of cases we'll have?
Credit based partnership.
Credit based partnership वो basically हो जाती है कि भी revenue sharing हो रही है कुछ percentage. But suppliers का अगर हम लोग, can you give an example or should I give? उससे related भी होता है. Have you heard about certain automobile companies or some other companies like which are manufacturing heaters, fans? उसमें क्या होता है? OEMs भी आते हैं, original equipment manufacturers. Whether it is fan of Usha or let's say Khetan, कई बार वो खुद अपनी production unit में कर रहे होते हैं. Otherwise, they have OEMs who are manufacturing those things based on the standards that they have given. So here we have the relationship between the startup or the company with the supplier. So this is an example of tying up with a supplier. So basically there are 4 types of partnerships. Strategic alliance. This generally happens between non-competitors. When we say collaboration, it generally happens between competitors. Joint ventures are also there. Generally when we want to come up with new particular idea. And buyer-supplier relationship, like the one Samriddhi has shared and I have given you an example regarding it. Right? What can be certain key activities when we are making business model canvas? Let it be your startup is related to IT or let's say environment or some other things, right? What can be certain key activities that we can have in this? Generally, किस type की key activities होती हैं? To give you an example, company who is into manufacturing would have different key activities. Companies who are into service industry, like most of us, we prefer to start with service industry, our startups, right? So for those activities would be different. For production unit, the activities would be different. थोड़ा सा fast चल रहा हूँ because activity के time नहीं मिलेगा. So instead of asking you questions right now, I'll ask you questions either in between or towards the end, right? So there are 3 different types of activities: production, problem solving, or platform or network. Any example of platform or network? Key activities में?
Content creators, social media platform.
Content creators, social media platform. थोड़ा better सोचो इससे.
Website, Amazon.
Amazon is a very good example. They are acting as a mediator between buyer and sellers, right? Advertisements. वो हमारे advertisements हमारे अलग उसमें आएंगे. I'll go into those particular 9 components also. Key resources में हमारे आएंगे. Whether we want resources in terms of human, when we are running a startup, obviously, apart from founder, co-founder, when your team will grow, you will find out people who can work in different projects in your particular startup. It can be in terms of financial also, whether it is cash, lines of credit. It can be in terms of intellectual, which is related to brand, patents, IP and copyright. And lastly, if it is a manufacturing unit, obviously you need in terms of equipment, inventory and buildings also. Right? Going further on value proposition part, value proposition can be either qualitative, quantitative or qualitative. When it is quantitative, it is based on price and speed of service. And when it is qualitative, it is based on customer experience or design. Although I have written or, but it should be both. The customer wants minimum price with maximum quality, plus अगर product की quality अच्छी भी है, if you are not able to deliver it on time, if that experience is not good, obviously they will not come back to you. That is the reason most of the customers they prefer going to for online shopping.
Yes.
They prefer going to which platform? Amazon. Right? So apart from the quality of the product, if the experience is not good, obviously the customer will not come back to you, because we are living in a dash economy. Which economy?
Mixed economy.
No, it's not mixed economy. We are living in which economy? Apart from the quality of the product, there is one thing which is very important. What is that one thing which is very important? आपसे पूछो, आपके friends हैं. The answer is already there. Apart from the quality of the product, there is one more thing which is very important. Customer experience or design of the product, right? Precisely, it should be more of customer experience. Obviously, design also makes a difference. If the experience is not good, you will not get a repeated customer, right? So, we are living in a dash economy, is experience economy. If the experience is not good, obviously, that will be a one-time customer after was repeatedly nahi aaya, right? In terms of customer relationship, it can be personal assistance. Now, when I say personal assistance and then I am saying dedicated personal assistance, what is the difference between both the things? I'll be sharing this PPT along with the notes also, because the notes are too good. If you go through that, you'll be in a better position to come up with those BMCs. I think which is on 1st of April, the poster competition is happening. So you'll be in a better position to make those BMCs for your particular startups, right? तो अगर हम पर्सनल असिस्टेंस की बात कर रहे हैं और डेडिकेटेड पर्सनल असिस्टेंस की बात कर रहे हैं, व्हाट इज डिफरेंस इन दैट इन बोथ द थिंग्स?
Like some in personal assistant, some chatbot is like caring of your feedback, and dedicated personal assistant like someone is assigned to you for your question.
Very right. So chatbot is one example. If chatbot is not there, obviously if some person is also dedicated to you, in that particular case it would be dedicated personal assistance. Whereas if your queries are answered through phone calls or through mails or generally through a call center, that will be called as personal assistance, right? So if we are having any particular product or service in the market, once that is being sold to the customer, these kind of things are there where post sales support is there to give is there for the customers, right? Now, what is self service? Any example of self service? Somebody was saying content के लिए platform हम लोग use करते हैं, right? So if you say content के लिए platform use करते हैं, I hope you all might have heard about Quora.
Yes, sir.
So Quora is a platform where you can share knowledge on different particular topics, right? So yes, so that is basically a platform, but that is more of a self service where everyone is helping each other, right? What is automated services in this case?
Automated sir, जो like IRCTC bots हो गए.
That is automated services, very right. And what is communities? या communities का कोई example?
Telegram.
हाँ.
Telegram.
WhatsApp communities are also created.
Right. So what is mobile phone saying about co-creation? What is your mobile phone saying about co-creation? ये co-creation कहाँ से आ गई ये चीज? In customer relationship, what is co-creation? Please don't mind my actions. मैं आपको बुरा नहीं कोई बनाना चाहता हूँ, but आपको वापस लाना चाहता हूँ. What is co-creation? Simple co-creation word का meaning क्या निकलता है? What is co-creation? Creating something together. Very right. So if I talk to you about an example of fashion industry. Fashion industry में हमने co-creation करनी है, how we can do that? Any idea? I am going to play the role of a villain till 11 o'clock. So be very careful from this villain, right? Very right. So there would be a group of, you can say, customers who are repeated customers for you, or you can say who are brand ambassadors for you. They'll give feedback on designs of those particular products. So those customers can be from different age groups. We are talking about fashion industry, because every generation has different flavor of fashion, right? हम लोग अलग करेंगे, आप लोग अलग तरीके से fashion करोगे, right? But that flavor is very important for that company to know in order to come up with new products. For that, co-creation is needed, right? Channels can be, channels तो बहुत easy है. आपको channels किस type के हो सकते हैं? When we are coming up with our particular startup, what can be different channels?
Like B2C,
B2B.
B2C or B2? B2B,
C2C.
वो मॉडल में आ जाएगा आपका. चैनल्स में आता है आपका ओन चैनल्स और पार्टनर चैनल्स. ओन चैनल में लाइक यू हैविंग योर ओन वेबसाइट, दैट इज योर ओन चैनल, एंड अदर इज फ्रेंचाइजी. अगर हम इसको ऑनलाइन में लेंगे तो किस टाइप का होगा? पार्टनर ओन वेबसाइट्स होगी, या अगर मैं ब्रांडिंग कर रहा हूँ लिंक्डइन के ऊपर, सो दैट इज आल्सो अ पार्टनर चैनल. My brand is already existing there. I'm just giving you an example. or otherwise if we are using Google for making websites also, that is a partner channel because they are giving you a space. आपने उसके space separately नहीं दी और आपने partner channel की तरह से use किया, right? So we are left with 3 more components which are the last 3 components. Customer segments. Now customer segments can be mass market. Let's take one by one example of this. Mass markets में किस type के products आएंगे?
Which are used with
Affordable.
like rice.
Right? Or even mobile phones. But if I talk about iPhone, that will be niche market, right? So what is this mass market and what is this niche market? Of mass market, obviously we all understand, which is needed by masses, and niche market is specific group of people who need those particular features in that particular product, right? And segmented market would be, इसका already एक example मैंने आपको fashion industry के regarding दिया था. What is that segmented market?
Based on age demographics.
Based on different age groups, demographics, you design those particular products. Then what is this diversified, you can say, customer segment? जिनकी बिल्कुल peculiar choices हैं, तो कई बार हम लोग कई products को बिल्कुल customize करके देते हैं उन particular customers. And lastly is multi-sided markets. If you want, I'll make it very easy for you. Credit card basically uses multi-sided markets. How? Because they reach the end customers also as well as their merchants also, right? So that is a multi-sided market, right? In terms of cost structure, generally cost structure में हम लोग business model canvas में क्या चीजें present करते हैं? Cost structure में resources का cost, operational cost, marketing cost, ठीक है?
Overheads cost.
So सारे expenses maximum हमारे उसमें आ जाते हैं, right? So basically business जो होते हैं 2 तरीके से रन होते हैं. या तो it focuses on cost optimization, which is minimizing the cost, and second is focusing on providing maximum value to the customers. Now lastly, what can be different revenue streams? जब आप बात करते हो revenue streams के सबसे कहीं ना कहीं one of the streams we have already discussed. I think both the streams.
Subscription based.
सेल प्रोसीड्स देखो प्रोडक्ट सेल कर रहे हो तो उससे आ रहा है आपको या कोई सब्सक्रिप्शन मॉडल है कोई सब्सक्रिप्शन बाय
Very good, very good. और किस तरह के होते हैं?
Advertisements.
कमीशन बेस्ड
कमीशन बेस्ड, इवन असेट सेल्स भी होता है. मैंने आज अगर कोई फ्लैट ले लिया है अक्षित से, तो उसने मेरे को पूरा राइट्स दे दिए उस पर्टिकुलर उस चीज के, राइट? सो इट कैन बी asset sales, it can be usage fee, it can be subscription fee, or even renting भी उसमें लीजिंग भी उसके अंदर आ जाता है. एंड बेसिकली रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम्स 2 टाइप के होते हैं, ट्रांजैक्शन बेस्ड रेवेन्यू एंड रिकरिंग रेवेन्यू. इन वेरी सिंपल टर्म्स, व्हाट इज दिस ट्रांजैक्शन बेस्ड रेवेन्यू एंड व्हाट इज रिकरिंग रेवेन्यू? Yes, so maybe repeated customers will give you recurring revenue and one-time customers will give you transaction-based revenue. But our focus should be main on recurring revenue. Obviously, if you want to go in the longer run and if you want to have more, you can say revenue. Now, how will you calculate? How will you calculate the profit part if you know about the cost structure and if you know about the revenue stream? How will you calculate that?
cost minus revenue cost minus sorry revenue minus cost
Yes, it's revenue minus cost, not cost minus revenue. Right? Now comes the most interesting thing, and you are allowed to use your cheat sheet. And we are left with 25 more minutes. You will only get 15 minutes to do one task team-wise, and team would be of 3 people each. What task we are going to do together is, one is Airbnb. You have to make a business model canvas for Airbnb. हम सबने use किया, हमारी families ने भी use किया, right? अगर नहीं use किया, Google बाबा ने तो use किया, तो Google बाबा से पूछो, right? I am saying cheat sheet. Why? Because within 25 minutes we can't make a business model canvas for any company, whether it's our company or other companies. So keeping in mind the time constraint, I'll allow you to use your mobile phones to make BMC for Airbnb. That is one, right? Another company would be Tesla. ठीक है, अब आप लोग मोबाइल फोन यूज कर सकते हो. आई एम गिविंग यू दैट पर्टिकुलर बीएमसी का जो आपका कैनवस है, वो मैं आपको ब्लैंक शीट में दे रहा हूँ. कैनवस बना हुआ है इसका ऑलरेडी. You have to fill it up for Tesla separately, and you don't have to give that particular sheet. I'm carrying some other set of sheets, right? So don't hand over those sheets. Keep it for that poster making competition, right? क्योंकि ये तो अभी Tesla और जो Airbnb, they'll be able to find it on Google. But once they are asked to work on their own BMC for their particular idea, then the picture would be totally different. But before that, everybody needs practice. So this is more of a practicing exercise that we are doing, right? So मेरा homework थोड़ा सा easy हो जाएगा, अब आपको पता चल जाएगा. So what we'll be doing is, if 3 of them they got Airbnb, the other 3 will get Tesla. ताकि बीच में चीटिंग इजीली ना हो पाए. चीटिंग खाली गूगल से हो पाए, बड़ा आपस में ना हो पाए. तो पूरी तरह से मैं लिबर्टी नहीं देने वाला आपको चीटिंग के लिए, right? And one of the organizing team members, please help me to distribute these sheets. I hope you are clear with the instructions. 3 people will get Airbnb, next 3 people will get Tesla, and make sure some of you are standing near the door so that nobody leaves the room. At least 2-3 of you. And if somebody leaves the room, please call this villain Hitesh Gulati.
Airbnb, Tesla Livelihood, excuse me, Tesla is advanced photo, and you guys have Airbnb.
I'm once again repeating it. Those 9 components are already there, whether it is Tesla or Airbnb. You are most welcome to use Google. Fill up those 9 different sections, how you work on those 9 different components which make BMC for Tesla or for Airbnb. And after that task, there is some surprise for all of you. Rules वाली छोड़ के जाएगा, ये मैं पक्का करूँगा. बेशक मेरी लड़ाई हो जाए, मैं लड़ाई करूँगा. ठीक है? आप मत करना क्योंकि आप लोगों को कैंपस पर रहना है. फिर आपके फ्रेंड्स बोलेंगे ये तो मेरे साथ अच्छा नहीं. मैं क्या बोलेंगे, मैं तो चला जाऊँगा. And should I share one more thing with you? Even if you find it on Google, there will be certain components which you will not be able to find it on Google. So certain components in this 9 components, you have to use your own brains. We are not going to take more than 15 minutes because 11 o'clock the panel discussion will start. Next 10 minutes is not mine, next 10 minutes is yours. वो कैसे आपके हैं आपको पता चलेगा उस टाइम.
सर इसमें सर Airbnb का बनाना है कि Tesla का?
Airbnb. Your company name is already written in that particular paper at the bottom. So you have to make a business model canvas for that particular organization, that particular company. So there are 2 companies, one is Tesla and another is Airbnb. It's already written in your sheet.
So Tesla will be one. Tesla का कहाँ बना?
एक मिनट. Bhavya and Akshat. 3 people should get 1 sheet. But make sure every team is getting that particular sheet, right? So make sure there should be no scarcity of those particular sheets. I hope the instructions are clear. If the instructions are not clear, you are most welcome to ask me again. Not more than 10 minutes now. We have to complete it in 10 minutes. Even though if you don't complete all the 9 components, अगर आप 5-6 भी कर लेते हो, that is sufficient. Because 10 minutes में आप इतनी जल्दी नहीं कर पाओगे सर. ठीक है? इतना ज़्यादा ही मैंने हार्ड प्रेस भी कर देना आप लोगों को, क्या बोलो यार, सांस लेने की जगह नहीं देता. स्टार्ट में बताया आप लोग और सिक्योरिटी कैसे काम करेंगे ये काम कंपनी को ओवरऑल चलाना है उसकी किन पेज पे वो उससे ये हमारे बिजनेस के सामने या फंडिंग से बिजनेस मॉडल आपको बता रहे हैं अगर आप इसमें डेप्थ में जाओगे रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम में कॉस्ट स्टार्टअप की पेजेस पे जाते हैं हम इन दोनों पैरामीटर्स को इग्नोर कर देते हैं इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा फोकस नहीं करते प्रोडक्ट फीचर्स उसकी फंक्शनैलिटी उसको पहले फोकस करते हैं दैट शुड बी बैलेंस्ड विद द अदर फाइनेंशियल पार्ट आल्सो you have 20 more minutes don't worry give it a try but 20 minutes से 10 मिनट हमारे पास है खाली for making that BMC and my dear friends please don't sit idle the moment I will see you sitting idle the last 10 minutes are very dangerous for people who are sitting idle जो खाली बैठे हैं उनके लिए बहुत मुश्किल हो रही है clear you'll get a lot of help on I think some of you should also give it a attempt. Not everyone should click the photographs. Then it will become an excuse. Sir, मैंने photo ली थी मैं इसलिए नहीं कर रहा. सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स लेके 5 से 6 Somebody who has done it, even now they can share it with me. If you are able to complete even if 6 elements also, please do let me know because we will make it fast. We'll spend more time on the discussions.
जब भी खत्म हो जाएगा ना
Yes, my dear friends, anyone of you who has
बटन है इसको प्रेस कर देना
completed the entire BMC,
एक बार प्रेस
whether it is Airbnb or
थैंक यू
Tesla, So very good, Lavya. Again, you have initiated this particular thing. Fastest finger. First, है ना? So can your team please come up on the stage? All the 9 components are filled up now. Very good. Please come up. आ जाओ. आ जाओ. आप तीनों ने आना है. And don't have that hitch. अगर कुछ गलत भी बोल दिया तो कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है. This is Airbnb or Tesla? Tesla. Tesla, everyone is done? My dear friends who are working on Tesla's BMC, are you done with this? Okay. I'll call another team from Tesla on the stage and there is a twist. Please go through this particular sheet very carefully because there is a twist after this. All 3 of you. ध्यान से पढ़ लो एक twist है इसमें. Which Airbnb team will also come to know. Tesla, if any of the teams they are done with this BMC, please let me know. कर लिया? कर तो लिया, मैंने देख लिया है. आ जाओ स्टेज पे. एक बैक बेंचर्स आए और एक फ्रंट रो वाले आएंगे. जल्दी से आ जाओ स्टेज पे. Stage. All 3 of you, please go through this sheet thoroughly. All 3 of you, because there is a twist after this. Go through, कर लो, स्टेज पे आ जाओ. अच्छी तरह से पढ़ लो बिकॉज ट्विस्ट है. मैं बार-बार बता रहा हूँ, हेल्प कर रहा हूँ मैं आपकी. Akshat, is it Tesla or is it Airbnb? Get ready. One of the teams for Airbnb is your team. Go through the sheet, all 9 components, and call another team. Anand, it is Tesla or Airbnb? Tesla? आपकी टीम में आप अकेले ही हो? आप भी आ जाओ स्टेज पे. कर रहे हो? करके आ जाओ फटाफट.
सर
आपने भी कर लिया? चलो जितने लोग आना चाहते हैं आ जाओ. बट गो थ्रू दिस शीट वेरी थॉरली. और जल्दी से आ जाओ बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव मच टाइम. टास्क में बताता हूँ क्या है. कर लिया? थॉरली पढ़ लिया? पेपर शुरू होने वाला है. आ जाओ स्टेज पे. Yes, my dear friends who are already working on Tesla, please listen to their viewpoints on all 9 components of Tesla's BMC, right? ये sheets को Airbnb है ना आपका, आप बाद में आ रहा फिर अभी पहले टेस्ला. इन शीट्स को आप रिवर्स करके टेबल पे रखो. ओह रख लेते हैं फटाफट. है ना? नर्वस कर दिया सब. मैंने कहा सारी चीट शीट नहीं मिलेगी ना. If I give you the entire cheat sheet, then I will be very biased. Quickly, please put it on table. Yes, who is going to start first with key partners in case of Tesla?
Its suppliers can.
आप लोग सेंटर में आ जाओ.
In case of suppliers, we have LG, Panasonic, and BYD is also supplying battery. And Tesla is also developing its own battery.
Right. So one is supplier.
In also style of TCS is also with software.
Okay, the technology part. Right. So very good. Very good. The opening batsman, you have made it very precisely on the key partners part. Let's go to the other parts. Who's going to take second component randomly? You can pick up any component, and there are 9 components. So, my dear friends, get ready. Tesla की एक और टीम यहाँ पर आएगी. टेस्ला की एक और टीम यहाँ पर आएगी and make sure nobody is going to leave the room. Customer segment.
Environmentally conscious customers, luxury cars consumers, and tech enthusiasts of your documents.
And what kind of market they are tapping? We talked about the market also. Mass market, niche market, niche market. Very good. थोड़ा सा आइडिया लगा, देखो वो जो नोट्स मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, जो देने वाला हूँ ना मैं आपको, उससे आपको प्रिसाइसली पता चल जाएगा किस टाइप की मार्केट फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस वी आर गोइंग टू टैप. So we are done with the customer segment. What other components?
Cost structure.
Cost structure.
Yeah, logistics,
Uh-huh.
raw materials, operations, R&D team, and technology.
बहुत इजीली पकड़ लिया इसको, लेकिन इसमें कल को जाके आपको नंबर्स के ऊपर काम करना पड़ेगा. Most of us when we are coming with BMC में खैर इसके ऊपर काम नहीं करना होता, but when we are going with those pitches ना, a lot of times we miss on the financials part. So that is the reason I am saying work on this revenue stream and cost structure in such a way when you are going with your pitches, this should be very clear. And most of the times, most of the startups they leave these two areas, cost structure and revenue stream. Business उस पे ही चलेगा, खाली आपके आइडिया पे या उस पे नहीं चलेगा, प्रोडक्ट सर्विस पे नहीं चलेगा, right? What other areas you are going to catch up? चलो, this is also done, the cost structure का. आपने नहीं बोला ना, बाकी हमारे तीन दोस्त और खड़े हैं, वो आराम से खड़े हो गए तीनों ना, कि भी चलो यही ज़्यादा शेयर कर रहे हैं.
Mainly channels, there will be we all know that Tesla is going to create cars. So basically also the channels we get through the cars is all the retail stores, the showrooms, and the online websites which check out for the cars.
Very good. So one is they are having their own stores.
Retail stores, they are providing their partnership to other individuals to sell their cars, and they are having online platforms which provide knowledge about the Tesla and the features of Tesla.
Right. So another is online, and third is dealers also. They are having dealers also.
Yeah, individual persons, include dealers.
Okay. Very good. This is also done. Now you are left with key activities, key resources, revenue stream, and एक और चीज रह गई टॉप पे, कस्टमर सेगमेंट्स. कस्टमर सेगमेंट्स मेरे ख्याल से आपने शेयर कर दिया था. Key activities.
Like the software and your design. Or this, getting the attention of people.
Okay. Chalo. No issues. You give it a try. Next, last one.
Revenue system.
Revenue stream.
उसमें हम solar energy पढ़ेंगे और storage.
Very good. So my dear friends, please take your seats and let's clap for all 6 of them. Right? Now what can be those components? Most of the things that they have shared are right. There are a few more things. पहले हम Airbnb की बात कर रहे हैं, then we'll go to Tesla. मैं Airbnb वालों को बुला नहीं रहा हूँ मैं यहाँ पर. Right? चलो Tesla पे हम पहले जाते हैं, Airbnb को बाद में करेंगे. Tesla के key partners would be Tesla stores, Tesla dealers, and key activities would be continuous investment in R&D, ensure that technology leadership is in the EV market. Key resources would be cutting edge technology, in-house manufacturing and proprietary charging infrastructure. And value proposition would be high performance electric vehicles and renewable energy products that do not compromise style or functionality. In terms of customer relationship, dedicated personal assistance. Why we are saying dedicated personal assistance? Why not personal assistance? We spoke about this earlier also when we were talking about customer relationship. Why we are saying dedicated personal assistance in this case of Tesla? क्यों होगी? Why not personal assistance in Tesla?
To improve.
Because हम niche market में दे रहे हैं Tesla, right? So that is the reason it should be dedicated personal assistance rather than simple personal assistance, right? So dedicated personal assistance, networking with HNIs and luxury vehicle enthusiasts would be the customer relationship, and channels would be direct sales to Tesla stores or traditional dealership models. In case of customer segments, it would be environmentally conscious. This certain people are online also here.
Yes, so the Zoom recording is on.
Okay. Can I move the screen?
for your PPT, right?
So for customer segments, environmentally conscious consumers, luxury vehicle enthusiasts and tech-savvy individuals will be those people who will be basically focusing on cars like Tesla. And in terms of revenue stream, sales of EVs, I think which Lavya, your team has shared about this. Sales of EVs, solar panels and energy storage solutions contribute to a diversified income stream, right? I have not mentioned about the cost structure, but very rightly shared by, I think, your team. It's not your team, it was some other team, your team, which talked about the logistics, operational cost, human resource cost and other things which will be included in the cost structure. Now again we need two teams for Airbnb. Ajo, Airbnb. Ajo. We are left with only 5 minutes. 5 मिनट में जल्दी से complete करना है Airbnb. These sheets should be placed on the table. I hope you are through with this particular sheet of BMC on Airbnb. You can start with any component. One component you will talk about, another component your other friend will talk about.
So sir, basically Airbnb was American company that was patent in. So
मेरे को नहीं बोलना, आप सबको बोलो सामने.
So Airbnb was the like American startup company in 2007-8 something. It was bed and breakfast company founded by founders and co-founders. So इसका value proposition segment में ये था क्या जो वो college mates थे. उन college mates ने क्या किया था? उन्होंने एक startup किया कि a home away from home. They act as a broker segment. उन्होंने as a broker वहाँ पे किया कि जो कोई homes थे उनका value proposition segment बस उनका इतना था कि to connect travelers with unique, often more affordable accommodation and experiences. तो ये उनका
ये सर चीट शीट थोड़ी सी प्रोवाइड की हुई है, बिकॉज़ टाइम नहीं है ज़्यादा, तो मैंने थोड़ी बहुत चीट शीट अलाउड है, बट इनको कई चीजें गूगल पे भी नहीं मिलेंगी, कई चीजें खुद सोचनी पड़ेगी. बड़ा अच्छी है वो खुद स्टेज पे आया. हाँ जी नेक्स्ट
की
पार्टनर्स वेरी गुड.
की पार्टनर्स से रेंटल
की पार्टनर्स तो बहुत है इसमें.
हाँ, रेंटल होस्ट, सुपर होस्ट, एक्सपीरियंस होस्ट, टूरिज्म पार्टनर्स, कम्युनिटीज, कमर्शियल पार्टनर्स में अगर देखा जाए तो लॉबिस्ट, एसोसिएट्स, इन्वेस्टर्स, इंश्योरेंसेस, प्रोफेशनल फोटोग्राफर्स, टेक्नोलॉजी प्रोवाइडर्स.
की पार्टनर्स में
यस सर.
इसके अलावा और सोचो क्या हो सकते हैं. ये की पार्टनर्स में आएगा या किसी और उसमें जाएगा क्वाड्रेंट पे. चलो नेक्स्ट because we are not left with much time.
So can we explain any other component?
Any other component?
So yeah, let's take to the revenue stream. So first is our booking fee, platform fee that we give. Second is a subscription model. That subscription model you pay a fee and then you'll be upgraded.
पीछे खड़े रहो. मेरी तरफ मत देखो, सब वहाँ देखो.
Then first is a like booking fee that you pay up to the platform for booking an Airbnb. Then the second will be a subscription fee. That will like you get like Netflix. Like for example, if you watch on Jio, you get a subscription and they make it ad free. So like when you take our subscription, we'll give you discounts and you'll have access to our premium Airbnbs. That is our revenue streams right now.
Quickly last two components, कोई भी दो component ले लो, सारे नहीं करना. Because
let's have the cost structure.
Okay, so for the cost structure,
let's take cost structure. Cost structure generally होगा. छोड़ दो उसको, कुछ और पे कब करो.
Like I'll take the key partners. So we'll have the hosts, like the person who is the owner of the Airbnb. That is then the next we have the local governments. We'll have to pay of course a tax because we are making a property commercial. The third will be the people who are booking, that is our customers. And then we have the insurance companies because we'll have to pay insurance if we are.
Let me share with you. The key partners would be hotels, guest house, homestays, farmhouse, rental apartments and houses, property dealers, luxury private studio and rooms. So that is also now used as a property for Airbnb also. Key activities would be platform development, obviously because they are acting as a mediator between the end user and host, right? So host and guest support and key resources would be human employees plus technology would be the key resources. Value propositions would be personalized, affordable accommodation options worldwide, and this approach tapped into the unmet needs of travelers who were looking out for a unique stays apart from the hotel spot, right? And customer relationship again would be personal assistance, it's not dedicated personal assistance. Because if you go into dedicated personal assistance, you all understand हम लोग survive नहीं कर पाएंगे और human resource की cost काफी ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगी. And obviously this is personal assistance is needed in such cases. Dedicated personal assistance is not needed. Networking with communities and self-service. Since we are tapping guest house, we are going into you can say the depth for those particular different locations. So that is the reason we have to network with communities and self-service also. And then channels would be web and mobile applications, which makes it more accessible and convenient for the users who are using it globally. In terms of customer segments, it would be twofold because travelers would be looking for unique, cost-effective accommodation, and property owners they are interested in earning extra income. So they'll be working more on the commission-based system with them. And revenue stream, again we know it's a percentage of that particular booking which will go to the person who has given this particular, we can say, details of that particular, right? So this is how the revenue stream would be there for Airbnb, right? Now, based on these particular 9 components that we have discussed before these 2 cases of Airbnb and Tesla, I'll be sharing those presentation as well as some pointers about those 9 different components with Naman as well as with Vikram sir also, and they'll further share it with me. So once you'll come up with the poster competition, you'll be in a better position to make up your BMCs, right? Thank you so much, my dear friends. And अगर मेरा कोई भी मजाक आपको बुरा लगा जो बीच में मैं कई बार करता हूँ, I feel sorry for that. Right? Thank you so much, and over to you.